That's like not true. Like
I invited you to all my parties
like,
in my house. We hung out
It's not
together. We've
true.
gone to dinners together. I mean,
Oh my gosh, guys, let's talk about this drama, okay? We're gonna talk about Drake and Josh drama. You may not know about them. It was one of my favorite TV shows growing up, and it was, it was kind of sad because like Drake was like the little cute one, and then Josh was like, I kind of related to Josh being like overweight. Nobody wanted, was it the hot one or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So I kind of related to Josh, and then as time went on, Drake got all busted looking, and then it was like alleged being a pedo or whatever, and then like Josh got all snatched and like supermodel looking in the house, and so like that, in a nutshell, okay, in a nutshell. And then like people thought that they were like really cool friends, but then in reality they didn't really talk that much. And I have receipts. We're gonna roll the receipts, and I have a lot to say about it, and there's a lot going on. So let me just roll you the clips. It's very lengthy. Here we go. Roll it.
I understand, but today he told everyone that once your show was over, you weren't friends.
well, that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's I was getting confused.
Because like I've had multiple dinners with him, so it's really interesting that like
He's been to the house and all that.
Are you guys like not friends?
Not really, no. Drake and I didn't stay in touch for the 10 years since we had made the show. But no one needed to know that.
And that brings you to the wedding.
Cut to, I'm getting married that night, and I see these text messages from him, like cursing me out, coming for me. I'm like, on the night of my wedding.
Yeah, I understand, but today he told everyone. Like that's why
that's why I was bummed.
That's why it wasn't as
Well,
shocking
as
he makes it sound like you guys never
talked, and it came out of the blue, and it just that's the thing. He was saying like it came out of the blue, and I hadn't talked to Drake in did he say years?
I hadn't really talked to him in many, many years.
Honestly,
I mean, because I was texting him congratulations on getting engaged to Paige, and we'd spent so much time with them, like at Michael's house, and I don't know, it was just strange. I mean, look, I said some tardy things, but I was bummed, dude.
I showed up for work.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to be that guy. All right.
You're gonna make me be the villain here.
No,
I guess I woke up this morning and chose chaos. I understand that. It's just you're being really, really nice. Like really nice. And I understand that that's like the only way you know how to be.
No, it's because I love the dude, and it's like I didn't tweet out about the wedding because I was like wanted to. You think I was gonna make the news?
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
I live in Silver Lake. I walk. I do my thing. I go to some other countries. I play some music.
Yeah.
I come back home. They ask me my name at Starbucks, and they put Derek on the cup. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that I'm gonna tweet and it's gonna make
trend all the time.
It's gonna trend and go all the time.
I showed up for work.
I just kind of did it because I was bummed, and I wanted people to know.
I mean, I could tell you exactly where your headspace was before you tweeted that.
Where was it?
We were on the couch. So we saw a picture. I think it was either of David or John Stamos at the wedding. And you were just so bummed because you're like, those are new friends. Like, I've been your friend for so long. And
I guess that's also what hurt me today.
Really
was like when he said that we
bummed.
weren't friends after the show or during the show, or like he's like, when it ended, it was like summer camp. I'm like, dude,
that's like not true. Like,
I invited you to all my parties
like,
in my house. We hung out together. We've gone to dinners together. I mean, Michael, who I wrote the theme song with, I mean, he was at Michael's all the time. We would hang out there. I mean, Josh was hanging out at his place all the time. And
I mean, I've
him
seen there
man.
multiple times.
I know, and I don't know. It was just kind of did it because I was bummed, and I thing. saying that we weren't friends.
I think that bummed me out today too, just because it's just like a straight lie to the fandom to say that you guys haven't talked or hung out.
Yeah. I mean, if we haven't talked and hung out, I mean, we pitched a show.
Yeah, what can you tell us about the reboot?
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if I wouldn't call it a reboot. I think it's just an opportunity for Drake and I to be working together again. And obviously we love each other and we were able to make such an impact on people. So any chance to do something dope together is really exciting for me.
Okay, well, let's talk about that actually. We did pitch a show.
Yeah.
We pitched a Drake and Josh reboot show called
Josh and Drake. Brilliant name, by the way.
Absolutely brilliant.
It was
great. The premise was pretty bizarre for me.
You know, I asked him to change some things in the show, and they were just so thing. Saying that we weren't friends.
I think that bummed me out today too, just because it's just like a straight lie to the fandom to say that you guys haven't talked or hung out.
Yeah. I mean, if we have so get to
okay.
the what was written, the way it was written. There were some things in there that basically was just so stereotypical.
We can just read some.
Do you want to read some?
Yeah, I mean, I told them on my Instagram live today that I would read some.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna read some.
I have an email from Josh Peck sent January 30th of 2019.
Okay.
When
we weren't friends, or when we were friends?
2019. That was
Was it before? Did we do Grandfathered first?
Oh yeah, you went on his show because they needed you to.
No, that was cool. I that's the thing. Anytime that I can get back together with Josh, it's like it's magic, dude. It's like so rad, and so
would you say like it would really hurt a fan's feelings if you said I can't even say it. Hug yourself, F-head.
So there's the opening scene where Josh is he's a real estate agent, and he goes in and he is dressing a house and getting it ready, and the
people who go to buy the house, they recognize him.
And they're like, "Hey, aren't you that guy from Drake and Josh?"
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Hug me, brother." And then Josh gets in the car and goes,
"Hug yourself, F-head." And that alone,
that was the first thing that I was like, we can't open our show like that.
First red flag, because you just said F you to the entire Drake
audience,
and Josh fan base.
Yeah.
But then we go into Mexico after that.
Yeah.
Right after that line. So would you say like
that
okay, so
so that's what it was. Is right when I read that, I was like, man, we can't
do that.
Represent.
But it gets worse. So then they go into a gunfight, and then they don't want to pay Drake, which is also another terrible stereotype.
Yeah.
And then they don't pay him. He gets stuck in Mexico. He doesn't have any money, which is weird. Why is he performing a show? And because he didn't get paid, but he doesn't have any money at all. So Josh has Drake stuck in Mexico, has him tweet, "I need money," or "I need to do a meet and greet for money," and only has like 3 people show up to the mall for the meet and greet so that Drake could get money back to the United States.
Which is a direct. Well,
it's just a direct insult on what
I've
been
built
building in Mexico for years.
What I've worked on and
no idea
cultivated.
What we've been doing, but that's fine. I just want to know,
'Cause,
why
like,
was he a real estate agent and you were a failed musician? Like, why wasn't he a failed Okay, so here's
so that's what it was. Is right when I read that, I was like, man, we can't
do that.
Represent.
But it gets worse. So then they go into a gunfight, and then they don't want to pay Drake, which is also another terrible stereotype.
Yeah.
And then they don't pay him. He gets stuck in Mexico. He doesn't have any money, which is weird. Why is he performing a show? And because he didn't get paid, but he doesn't have any money at all. So Josh has Drake stuck in Mexico, has him tweet, "I need money," or "I need to do a meet and greet for money," and only has like 3 people show up to the mall for the meet and greet so that Drake could get money back to the United States.
Which is a direct.
Well, it's just a direct insult on what
what
we've
I've
been
built
building in Mexico for years.
what I've
that
worked
he
on
has
and
no idea
cultivated
what
and-
we've been doing, but that's
Yeah.
fine. I totally
No
yokoed
way.
that situation, but you know what? It was for the better good because we learned today that Josh, maybe tells better stories in his head than he does on paper, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, like, you care about the fans,
Yeah.
and you were bummed today because we destroyed another, it was just another notch on the childhood ruiner for
Well,
people,
yeah, I mean,
think,
I wasn't
right?
even. I mean, look,
Maybe I got more bummed.
I
than
think you
did.
got more bummed because it was like, he tried to like be like, oh, I came up to him as a tough guy and blah 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 blah. But
Yeah, because he's
but-
not a tough guy.
no, but and you're my wife, so of course. But
I would
I'm
love
just
him to
bummed.
step
I'm
to
just,
me. Let's
dude.
go.
I'm just bummed that it's turned out the way it is. That's it. That's it. you
I-
know?
Okay, so here's what I think. First of all, there's a lot going on right now. A lot of people can't even follow this mess. Like, if you can leave in the comments down below, for those of you who even care, a timeline of events. That'd be great, okay? A total timeline. But one instance, I kind of feel like when people work on a show together, right, and you see them all the time, and it was like a really good show with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons, and you think that it's like, like Mary and Rhoda, Lucy and Ricky, like you just kind of feel like they're like super close, but then in reality, when they're not on set, they don't really talk, they don't really hang out, and you kind of thought that they do because that's what you see on TV. So I always thought that Drake and Josh were like super cool best friends off camera, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like off, when it wasn't rolling, they didn't even hang out. Maybe one wanted to hang out with the other one didn't. I kind of relate to that situation. I think it's kind of shady, but I do kind of relate to it. Like, I remember this one time, I had this job, and I was working 12 hours. It was 12-hour days, 6 days a week, girl. Oh my God, those days. That's what I'm saying. That's why I love what I do. I don't complain because I know what it is to work, girl. Okay? 12 hours a day, 6 days a week ain't no punk because you only got time to go home, go sleep, shower, and then go right back to work. Okay. And it was like night shift too. Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about this. Which I love the night shift because like not many people bother you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but anyways, let me just say this. I had this one coworker and we worked together for 12 hours, 6 days a week. And we were in the same office. Okay. And then one day she friended me on Facebook. I've told this story before. And and I saw it and I did not accept her friend request, girl. I did not accept her friend request. So like, y'all are gonna think I'm shady, but like whatever. This is YouTube. Okay, so you get to see the good, the bad, and then the bottom line. Okay, so judge me, but judge me kindly. So check this out. So I go to work and she's like, so I sent you a friend request on Facebook. I was like, yes, I saw it. So you're not gonna accept me as your friend? I'm like, look, listen. The thing is, I see you at work for 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. I do not want to go home and get on my phone and see you on my freaking phone. I see you enough at work. I literally told her that. And I felt so bad. And she was like, all right, let's see how it is. And I was just like, oh, girl. I felt so bad, but I had to be real. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know. Oh, look at these cute ice cream earrings I bought. I got them by Kate Spade. They're like super expensive. Check them out. I freaking love them. I love them. So anyways, what's the thing? So maybe like the whole Drake and Josh situation, they just didn't want to be friends off camera. They kind of like, oh, you're so annoying. I see you all the time anyway. But I can kind of see how like they want to, or at least one of them wants to separate and be like, I want to do my own thing. I don't want to be known as Drake and Josh. I don't want to be known as forever tied to you. I want to do my own thing, right? In reality, very few people can be successful, lightning strikes and have this power duo, okay? And then when they separate, very few can make it, right? And then there's a lot of bitterness, resentment. It's like, ugh, if I just would have stuck it out, if I just would have continued, maybe I would have grown, maybe I would have got more money, maybe I would have got fame, TV deals, like whatever, right? So I just kind of feel like in that situation, Drake and Josh, they should have just been like where it's a total package. You book me, you book him. It's a total package, and they could have been really successful because I haven't heard much about it. I hear like drama, but I'm not defending because y'all are gonna start in the comments. I'm not defending Drake because he can defend himself. There's stuff about him going to Mexico, him going to jail, not going to jail, pleading guilty. It's like that's a mess. and it's so much I don't even know. I don't want to sit up here and talk about something I don't know about, but I know enough to say it was a mess, the house, and I can't even keep up with it. But it seems like Josh is no perfect angel either. He's without, he has flaws too, because there's some shadiness that goes on too. But I kind of feel like maybe it was warranted in a way, but I don't want to like defend Josh either, because Josh could defend him. He can defend himself wholeheartedly. But I do kind of feel like at this point, I don't even think anyone in Hollywood wants to work with Drake. But that's just my opinion. Girl, who am I? Next week will be the new Spider-Man movie, or who knows? I don't know. But let me know what you think about that. I just want to say that. So, and I think a lot of you are gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's totally fine, girl. This video is not for you, okay? But anyways, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.